Good morning, everybody, distinguished guests, dear friends. It's wonderful to see you in Iceland. I am delighted you who come from abroad. I am delighted to welcome you all from the foreign countries to Iceland and to welcome all of you here to our new building at the University of Iceland, which is dedicated to teaching and research of foreign languages. Its name is Veröld in our Nordic language, which is easy to understand in English as it cognates with the English word world. Veröld houses the Vigdi's Finnbogado Institute of Foreign Languages and the Vigdi's International Center for Multilingualism and Intercultural Understanding, which is a UNESCO center. I am so very proud of the fact that we in Iceland have established a peace center, Vigdi, named, as we all know, after the house where US President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev met at their historic summit in Iceland in 1986. The Cold War between East and West had lasted for decades, and its most powerful symbol was the Berlin Wall. We Icelanders felt honored to host this meeting of the superpowers and hoped, of course, that an agreement would be signed here, making Iceland world famous. That wish was not fulfilled, and we were rather disappointed at the time, but before long we realized that the door had been pushed ajar. 3 years later, the Berlin Wall came down. East and West of Europe were reunited, thanks to the Reykjavik Summit. Here in Veröld, we are working for intercultural understanding, which is becoming ever more important in our increasing globalized world. Many of the major problems facing the international community, such as the increasing gap between rich and poor, gender inequality, and the imminent threat of global warming, will only be resolved through international cooperation, which requires respect for cultural literacy and linguistic diversity. These challenges are huge, and it is of paramount importance for us to engage in an open and inclusive dialogue on how to address them. That means that at all times we have to reach out to young people and hear what they have to say. They hold the future in their own hands. I'm happy to be able to say that the Vigdi Peace Center and the Vigdi's International Center for Multilingualism and Intercultural Understanding are working together to achieve these objectives, so that Reykjavik may be seen as a place where the cause of peace and accord is promoted through reasoned discourse and dialogue among individuals and nations. Let us all hope that this conference here in Reykjavik today will be a beacon that will light the path ahead for young people, to give them a clear voice on how they see this future. All voices must be heard in the debate on resolving the major challenges we face today. Ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to hearing the results of this innovative conference here in Veröld, and I wish you lively and fruitful deliberations in the interest of us all. Thank you.